Hi guys, welcome back. This is your daily collective energy read for Saturday, March 16th, 2019. Alright guys, let's just go ahead and jump into it. If you are not familiar with the question that we ask over here in the daily collective, we ask, what can the collective expect now and in the future? All right, and I clarify both of these, so yeah, let's talk about it. All right guys, so what you guys got going on now in the now at the present moment? We have you guys with the Two of Pentacles, and we see why, because you are headed here to the Hierophant, okay, in reverse. Ooh la la. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so this is what it's looking like, okay, in the now. And the Hierophant is clarified by the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so this is what the future is looking like. Okay, all right, so of course, you know, I see a few things here, so I'm gonna just try to touch on as much as I can. I'm gonna do a lot of cross reading and flip-flopping, and so I hope I can keep up as well as you guys. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. Okay, oh, and over here we have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups in the reverse. This camera focus when it's ready, so yeah, we are on its time. Okay, nevertheless, the show must go on. All right guys, so when I first really looked at this, I was like, yeah, it looks like, you know, as we like near Mercury's retrograde, the ending of Mercury's retrograde cycle, I think it ends on like the 23rd of March, and today is the 16th. You know, I thought to myself, like, people are ready to come out of controlled situationships, contracts. Let me do some cross reading here. Controlled situations, contracts, unconducive relationships, be there with a job, a family structure, the tradition, a marriage. This Hierophant and this this Knight of Cups can mean so much. But the point here is that it's going to be different for everybody, but you can see that Mercury retrograde has really put some thoughts, some introspection, but it's in the reverse. So that means people are coming out of that, out of the thinking, you know, and moving along. Okay, hence this Two of Pentacles, moving along, but we'll get to that, you know. So I can just see here that Mercury retrograde, it really did have some people in introspection mode, really thinking about things, you know, that they don't like, didn't like, you know, getting some real like reality checks, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like Mercury retrograde, looking at this layout, it was just a real period of introspection here, and now people are ready to come out of, again, like, this could be a marriage, marriage, relationship, a controlled environment, a controlled structure, such as like a family tradition, a church, a religion, a marriage, something like that. But the point is, because we have both of these in the reverse, it's like people have seen things for what they are, or at the bare minimum, they have seen things that they don't like about these two energies here. So I'll say that because, of course, I'm speaking to a lot of people, and it's going to be different for everyone, So yeah, we see people coming out of control relationships and control environments. People, places, or things. Literally, this is people, places, or things. Okay? A job, relationship. I don't know if I said that or not. But it's pretty much about anything, because I can see it here. I'm already cross reading. I can see it here, I'm just going with the flow, y'all. Even though the question was like, what can they expect now and in the future? I have to just roll with where I'm led to. So right here, I can see that, it's about moving on from people, places, and things that don't allow one to like assert their independence here. And because this person or this place or this thing or whatever type of contract you in, marriage, relationship, job, because it does not allow you to express your individuality, your independence, a lot of you all are keeping some shit to yourself, right? You making moves right here in the now with this Two of Pentacles, okay? You're making moves right here. But I can see here keeping that under wraps because you can't move under the authority of these situations, or these situations, if you were to tell them about your plans and the movement that you are making, this is what you would get. Badass advice. People talking about you on the job, telling how you getting ready to leave or how you don't want to be there, and just putting a whole lot of negative energy on what you trying to do and where you trying to go, and you just expressing yourself. So what I see people doing here, because this came out in the reverse, keeping shit to yourself from these energies right here. You're keeping it to yourself, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you gotta keep things to yourself because, honey, it's real out here. It's real, And we can see with the Four of Cups that for some of you, for some reason, see how she focused when she's good and ready. Some of you, because this is in the reverse, it tells me that some of you maybe went through a period that has taught you to know better than to open your mouth to these energies about where you're going and what you're trying to do, because this is in a reverse, okay? So, I just see people like dropping quietly, very quietly, very quietly. You're not even telling people, but you are dropping the control mechanisms. Be that being at a job that does not allow you to assert your independence, or being with a person who wants you to stay in a certain spot, a certain area, serve a certain purpose in their life or something like that. You're dropping the control mechanisms, okay? Whichever direction they are coming from, I see that, okay? Some of you with this now, with this Two of Pentacles being in there now, some of you may have like too many like priorities on your plate, you know, that I really feel like, come to think about it, that I really feel like, come to think about it, they aren't really priorities at all. You have just categorized them as that for some reason or another, at some time or another. So some of you are realizing that some of these people, places, and things you are juggling is holding you back, is keeping you back, it's not making you happy, and you trying to come out of that. You trying to come out of all of that. Out of these situationships. Okay, I'm going to just say that. Because like I said, job, people, whatever got you feeling lacked and restricted and controlled and boxed in, that's what your situation most likely is going to be here in this collective read. Okay? Coming out of control mechanisms. You know, but I also see here with the Two of Pentacles and the now that there is also a like a adapting to these two environments, to these two people, to these two energies. You know, there is a, because see, he's balancing. He balancing coins. He walking and everything like, yeah, like he balancing this situation, which leads me to believe that one is not really being controlled, but probably doing more outsmarting here with keeping your mouth closed about the balancing and moves that you are making here. You're not really being controlled, as some people, some institutions, some jobs, some relationship, some person in your family or something believe so. You are probably really doing more outsmarting them than anything, especially after coming to the realization with these two things being in the reverse, that you are not happy. Okay, so this right here tells me this is an outsmarting, this balancing, and this not talking. This is the person with the control right here. Not these two. They may think that they are controlling things, but they're not. Okay, so someone here could absolutely be doing more outsmarting than anything I see in adapting to the environment here. This tells me that someone has got a reality check and they are adapting to the environment. Okay? Realizations of what is fake, phony, who's real, who's fake, who's phony. You know, is this structure, this marriage, job, religion, is it capable of feeding your soul in the way that you need it to? Obviously, the answer is no. It's a moving right here. And it's a keeping your mouth shut about it as well. All right, okay. Okay, I hope that made sense for some of you all, because you have had your time to introspect, and behind that we have the Magician in the reverse. You have come to the conclusion that, damn it, it ain't worth your time, or you've been bamboozled or something, and you're ready to go. This is not justice for you. You're coming out of stalemates, you're coming out of confusion, you're coming out of all of that, and you're moving in the way, you're moving very steadily. There is nothing hasty about the way that you are moving. There is nothing hasty about the way that you are moving. Okay? Listen. All right. I wasn't trying to go back that far, but you know, whatever. You know, so right now we just have people like successfully, like, just, you know, juggling situations, which in the near future will like allow them, let me put them together, which in the near future will allow people to come out of control situations, unlikable partnerships, control partnerships. Like I said, be that a job, a relationship, a church, I don't know, your life. I'm just trying to run it down to you. Okay? Because we can just again see people coming to terms with, what they see, what they feel is like a reality check, and people are not only coming to terms with it, but they are absolutely adapting to their situation as well. So, yeah. Overall, that's what I see. I sense that people are not like feeling sorry for themselves anymore. I feel like it's a real reality check, a real wake up call, a call to action here. And soon people will be moving, here we go, today's oracle, into unknown territory. But I don't really feel like it's unknown territory. I feel like it's new territory. I feel like it may be unknown now for the simple fact that all you know is that it's time to go. Or it's time to move, and you juggling a whole lot in order to gain this. You juggling a whole lot in order to gain this detachment here in the future. You're juggling a whole lot in order to obtain this freedom from structure in the future. So right now it may be unknown, but this just ultimately to me is going to just change. Behind that, we got metamorphosis, change. Behind that, we got ghost land, coming from being frozen and stuck inside of these, or with whoever or whatever wants you to remain stuck and froze. Ghost land, dead. Dead inside, a dead situation, a dead end. Whatever ghost lands means to you, okay? Yeah, I could just but at the end of the day, I'm talking to a lot of people. Behind that, we got encouragement in a doggone reverse. Yeah, you can't tell these people. Yes, you cannot tell these people about how you feel. Where is it? Here go the Ace of Swords with the keeping your mouth closed right here, keeping things to yourself, keeping plans to yourself, either because you don't even know what you're trying to do yet, which speaks of that unknown territory right here, or because you understand that these people is not going to provide you no encouragement to do your own damn thing. Okay, listen. Let me put these cards back. But yeah, ultimately what we have is a metamorphosis on here when it comes to today's oracle. That is where you are walking to, heading to, and that is what this juggling is all about. Change. Change. A metamorphosis is what? It's a changing from one thing to another. I said that right here, though. I didn't need to see metamorphosis to know that that is ultimately what this unknown territory is. It's change. It's unknown territory because all you know is you moving right now. That's why it's unknown territory. But ultimately what I see is just change, like, period, guys. So let me see what else I see here. I see people like graduating in like a spiritual sense, an emotional sense, a physical sense. There is a this to me, this a graduation. This is a graduation right here in the making, waiting to happen in life. Okay, now this could very well be an actual graduation. And you are not telling people about what you plan to do after graduation or something because they want too much damn control and they ain't never got nothing nice to say. Okay, nothing encouraging to say. you know, I'm just saying. Maybe that's what it is, but that's ultimately what I see here is a graduation in life, spiritual graduation, emotional graduation, physical graduation. Something that's really worth celebrating. Because no one really needs like this Knight of Cups energy providing nothing but bad advice, illusions, and nothing really sustainable. Be that a friendship, a love offer, a rinky dink job, you name it. I don't know your situation, but it's definitely something because it's on the table in the reverse, okay? Some of you are managing your resources better, and this may be the motivation. This want to come out of this faulty situation, job you don't like or whatever. It's put fire under your butt to manage your resources better. Some of you all are juggling your resources better based simply off the fact that this right here gonna be a no-go for you. This right here is going to be a no-go for you. So you are definitely encouraged in the now to balance your resources well, and we see in the future that will turn out very well for you, okay? I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to touch on everything. It's not I will never be able to touch on everything, but as much as I can here. So yes, some of you all are very encouraged to balance your resources better for one reason or another, okay? Some of you all are balancing your resources better after somebody gave you some faulty ass advice or something, or some false love, and you put a lot of energy and money into something, and now you got to try to rectify your situation right here. I don't know your life. I'm just trying to bring it down to you, okay? The only advice that I can give here is to stay flexible. Stay flexible. Because he doing a whole lot of flexing. Stay flexible, stay adaptable, because one of these priorities that he is juggling, they can change at any moment in time. We're talking about the now. It could change at any moment in time, so you may temporarily need to put down this one in favor of another and then juggle those two, and you may have to bounce back and forth. But, you will be more successful this way. You just have to, like, take a little bit, of what's important from each priority that you are juggling. You have to take turns juggling priorities so that everything gets an equal amount of attention, is the point that I'm trying to make. That was so hard for me to say that. You can't juggle these two forever and leave everything else stalemate, because ultimately what that will do is that will turn this upside down, and these coins do what? They fall. Okay, we don't need that. So stay flexible, stay adaptable. Okay, sometimes you may have to put one thing down and pick up another one just for a little while. Then once you got that straight, you can go back to juggling these two. So stay flexible, okay? That's just some advice. Not only that, but when you are juggling a lot of things, especially in order to come out of certain situations like this. This can be a lot of stress. Is when you coming out of situations like this Hierophant in reverse and this Knight of Cups in reverse. This right here is also a lot of stress to me. So make sure you eating well, sleeping well, and putting yourself first too, not just these priorities of where you going and what you want to do and what you need to do. Because if you are not taking care of yourself, then you sure can't get away from this. Because you got to be body able in order to do these things. So, and watch your emotions as well with this Knight of Cups being in reverse when it comes to juggling these situations, okay? Watch your emotions as well. Don't let your emotions get in the way. That is to say, feeling like you may never make it because you just got too much to juggle. Feeling like what you're doing is not, it's taking too long, or it's not getting you nowhere. Watch out for that. Watch out for that, because again, the future shows that whatever you're trying to do is going to be successful right here. This is the future card. So don't let this energy right here, be it your emotions or someone else's emotions, get in the way of everything that you are juggling and what you are trying to do. Like I said, sometimes you just have to put one down in favor of another priority for the time being. That's why it's called juggling priorities, okay? Because that's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, okay? So stay focused, champ. Don't let this Knight of Cups energy get the best of you, whether it's your own creeping thoughts and feelings or someone else's creeping thoughts and feelings up on you. Okay? So, what else do I see here? Yeah, like, I think, yeah, I think that's it. It's just the main thing here, is people here, they are juggling ideas and priorities and things that they are not even discussing, because this is the motivation here to get out of these situations, to get out of people, get away from just whatever is unsuccessful, whoever is unsuccessful, getting away from someone else's authority, be that a job or whatever. So ultimately what I see here, guys, is I see, damn it, I see reality checks in place. I see you handling those reality checks very well. I see movement in order taking place, and I see, damn it, adapting to the environment. Okay? Right here. That is what I see. Adapting to reality and making a change. Okay? Alright, that has been your daily collective energy read. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you got something out of that. And I will see you guys back here later. Bye.